Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Cincinnati to play the Reds, where we beat them in the last series 2-1, but all very tough games. I'm pretty sure I remember off the... Nope, I just messed it up. Remember which subs need to go where. Frank needs to go out this time, and Terry. Phil's gonna go down here, swap them around. Miyake goes here. Alright, got the right subs in. Let's move Sweeney up here, Quentin up here, Zach up there. Normally I flip those two around. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Alright, that's what we're going with. Did feel a bit odd yesterday not having to record for the first time in a couple weeks. It always feels weird after the season too, and I suddenly don't have to record these in the afternoon. Or evening, as the case may be. Alright, so here's Great American Ballpark as the Reds start to take the field. Looks to be the same lineup we just saw last week, which, you know, makes some sense. It's only been a week. And here's Bronson Arroyo on the mound. I don't know that his record against us is very good, but I think his other numbers would probably show he's actually been a pretty good pitcher against us. And here comes Kester to lead things off for the Squirrels. And he's going to take a strike to open the game. Oh, my nose just started to run. What the heck? Ground ball to third. Encarnacion throws it over and comes up with the out. Sweeney at the plate. He was supposed to bat second on Sunday too, but I messed up the lineup. Lines out to Phillips. That'll bring Chief to the plate. Trying to get that average back up to what it normally is. Looks at a pitch outside, in the dirt as well. That curveball too high. By the break of the curveball, though, it does look like Arroyo's got his good stuff, and the condition marker would back that up. Chief with a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll end the top of the first. 1-2-3 inning. Norris Hopper is going to lead things off for the Reds in the bottom half of the inning. Look at the defensive lineup we came up with. And as I said, Jonathan on the mound today. First pitch from Jonathan is called a strike. As is that fastball, 0-2. And that curveball comes too far in. Goes with the palm ball, gets the swing and a miss. That's the first out. Shao at the plate. Pops this one up in front of the plate. Martinez makes the grab. That'll bring Derek Lee to the plate. Only hitting 160 so far this season. Though the game just informed me he's on a 3-game hitting streak, so maybe he's starting to turn the season around. That said, generally speaking, I don't think we have really been hurt too much by Reds' Derek Lee. I think Cubs' Derek Lee did a number on us, but since he's come to Cincinnati, he's not really hurt us too much. Gets an infield hit in this at-bat, though. Long throw for Chief, and he can't quite make it in time. That's going to bring Adam Dunn to the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. Dunn already up to 5 home runs. That curveball goes outside, makes the count 2-1. And Jonathan pitching very carefully to Adam Dunn. And he's actually going to give him a walk. That looked like a intentional walk. Here he's going to pitch to Edwin Encarnacion instead and does start him out with a strike. Gets that fastball by him, 0-2. That fastball just off the outside. There's a slider, swing and a miss. That will end the inning. Yeah, it just looked like Jonathan just did not want to deal with Adam Dunn. No scores. We go into the second inning. Quinton due up for the Squirrels. Batting right-handed, or left-handed, sorry. Misspoke. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. Arroyo throwing those curveballs about 60 feet. Goes with a fastball, or actually the game just said it was a cutter, so it's kind of a fastball, and Quinton lines that between the right side of the infield for the Squirrels' first hit of the day. That will bring Zach to the plate, and he's quickly down 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Miyake at the plate. Finally has an average after the last game. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And lets that one go for ball 1. Looks at strike 3. It looked to be a very hittable pitch. Brings Martinez to the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. Martinez not known for his hitting, though he is sporting a .400 average so far this year in limited at-bats. Has a 1-2 count. Called strike 3. That'll end the top of the second. We're still scoreless, and Brandon Phillips is going to lead things off for the Reds in the bottom half of the inning. And Jonathan winds and delivers a curveball that is swung on and missed. And that palm ball just outside. And a fastball outside as well. Will Jonathan come into Phillips? He seems to, but the pitch is fouled off. It was maybe more middle of the plate, but low. And a ground ball to third. Chief will handle this one. 1 out. David Ross at the plate. He'll look at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swings at a palm ball in the dirt, strike 3. And there's Jonathan's 1,000th strikeout. All of our pitchers have been hitting this milestone, although I think Graves and Pauly might have hit it last year. That brings Thomas Perez to the plate, and he'll look at strike 1. Pops this one foul. Martinez makes the grab. That ends the second inning. We're still scoreless. Each team with 1 hit apiece. Reds with the infield hit from Derek Lee. The Squirrels with a line drive from Quinton. Neither runner got further than first base. Phil hitting over 300 in this young season now. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Will probably not be hitting 300 when he comes back up. Jonathan has not gotten a hit yet this season. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And does not chase that curveball. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Kester at the plate. 6 strikeouts for Arroyo the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester was not one of those. He ground out in his first at-bat. Has a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. Arroyo with the call on the inside corner, 1-2. Can't get him to chase the curve, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the top of the third. Still looking for a run in this game. Reds are going to start off the bottom half of the inning with Bronson Arroyo. Arroyo batting 1,000 on the season, apparently. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one, a soft roller to short. Kester grabs, throws over. 1 down. So Arroyo no longer perfect on the season. Norris Hopper swings far too early on a curve. And then gets this one over Sweeney's head for a base hit into right field. Red's second hit of the day. Should note Jonathan only with 3 strikeouts the first go around. Leaves the first pitch too high to Shao, and that slider too far outside. 2-0 the count. There's a called strike on a high fastball. And Shao fouls this one away to make it 2-2. And that's a line drive into right. Zach has it, throws back to first, not in time. Thought Norris maybe had wandered a little too far off the base, but he is able to get back to bring Derek Lee back to the plate. Said he got an infield hit in his first at-bat. Quickly down 0-2, looks at strike 3. That ends the third inning. We are still scoreless after the first third. Sweeney is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the fourth. Sweeney with a soft liner to second in his first at-bat. Watches that curveball go outside. Looks at that fastball right down the middle. Fouls this one away. 1-2 the count. Swings at the high fastball, cannot catch up with it. 1 down, Chief at the plate. Looks at a changeup for strike. Hits this one into the left center gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Chief goes on to second, and he will be in there easily. That's probably the best hit ball today. Maybe Quinton's was a little harder hit, but not as well placed. Speaking of, here he is at the plate. Only 1 out. A good chance for the Squirrels to take the early lead here. Takes strike 1. Hits this one into shallow left. Chief is going to try to score on it. Here comes the throw, and it is in time. Adam Dunn with the outfield assist to cut Chief down at the plate. Don't blame Chief for going. He's not the fleetest of foot, but he's not that slow. But Dunn with just a very good throw. So, we're still scoreless now, 2 outs, runner still on second, as Zach takes a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Hits this one towards third, Encarnacion over to first, and Arroyo wiggles out of the inning. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and Adam Dunn is going to lead things off. Dunn drew a walk in his first at-bat. Jonathan just did not seem interested in pitching to him. Starts him off with a fastball for a strike in this at-bat. And that curveball too low. As is that fastball. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Count has run full. And that slider called a strike. 1 down. Encarnacion now at the plate. See, gets a fastball, high fastball by Encarnacion. This is a not badly hit, but Kester only needed about a step to go grab it. 2 down. Brandon Phillips now at the plate. He'll look at strike 1. And that fastball down and out. 1-1 the count. Looks at strike 2. That should be a base hit for Phillips. It's going to roll into the corner. He's on his way to second. So 2 out double will bring David Ross to the plate. He looks at a strike on a high fastball. And that fastball just a bit outside. Swings and misses on the palm ball to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jonathan out of just a little bit of trouble. Still scoreless after 4. Miyake is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the 5th inning. Both teams with 3 hits apiece, but can't get the one to break the seal. Miyake looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. This one is going to hook foul. Not by much, but enough. 0-2 still. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Martinez at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. This pitch just a bit outside. Swings and misses at the curve. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Arroyo just mowing us down today. Here's Phil to try to keep the inning going. And he'll look at a strike. That curveball out of the zone. Phil lets it go. And hits this one. It gets over Arroyo's head. Does Phillips have time? Yes, he does. Phil might be the slowest player in the majors. So, not a surprise. We've hit the halfway point. Nobody has scored yet. Perez fouled out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one, and Jonathan's going to field it himself. 1 down. Bronson Arroyo apparently had been 2 for 2 before this. Ground out in this first at-bat. I want to say back to Jonathan, but I might be wrong about that. I don't remember for sure. 0-2 the count, and he's going to ground this one to Sweeney, who's going to step on the bag for the second out. Hopper is 1 for 2 today. Got a single down the right field line in his last at-bat. That fastball too far inside. And this one is going to... Actually, Jonathan is going to field it. I thought it might bounce over his head, but he does field it, throws it over, and ends the 5th inning. Still scoreless, still 3 hits apiece. Jonathan is going to lead things off in the top of the 6th. Jonathan, one of 10 strikeout victims so far today. Takes that curve for a ball. That one in the dirt as well. 2-0 the count. Make it 3-0. Arroyo seems to be playing some games with Jonathan. Gets that fastball over for a strike. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Makes the count full. Oh, call on the outside corner. I thought it might have been ball 4, but no such luck. 1 down, Kester at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Hits this one up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. 1 down, we'll see if he tests Ross's arm. Sweeney swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Kester seems content to stay at first. Hits this one right to Phillips at second. Second time he's lined out to Phillips today. Chief with the solid double in his last at-bat. Looks at a high strike for a strike, or high fastball for strikes, I was supposed to say. Swings and misses at strike 2. And then hits this one into left field, and it will get down in front of Adam Dunn for a base hit. That'll put runners on first and second for Quinton. There are 2 outs. First pitch called a strike on the inside. This one too far inside, maybe low as well. Swings and misses at the curve, 1 and 2. This one does not get through, right to Derek Lee at first, and that will end the top of the 6th inning. Squirrels threaten again, but come up empty. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Shao is going to lead things off for Cincinnati. Shao is 0 for 2 today. He looks at strike 1. Hits this one up the middle. Jonathan knocks it down, but seems a little shaken up. Not going to check on him, though. That is credited with a hit, and it probably should be if it was hard enough to shake Jonathan up. So that'll put a runner on first with nobody out. Derek Lee at the plate as that one gets away from Martinez. Not far, but far enough apparently. Put Shao on second now with nobody out. Derek Lee puts this into right field. Zach is not going to get there, and that is the first run of the game. Shao apparently had no faith Zach was going to make that play, and he scores the first run of the game. Reds take a 1-0 lead. Squirrels still have not retired a batter. Derek Lee on first. Adam Dunn strikes out for the first out. Encarnacion at the plate. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch. Hits this one high in the air. Kester waiting for it right at the outfield grass. 2 down now. Brandon Phillips hit a double in his last at-bat. 1 on, 2 out. First pitch called a strike, a backdoor slider at the knees. That fastball just a touch outside. Oh, that's a base hit up the middle. That'll put runners on first and second for the Reds. David Ross at the plate. There are still 2 outs. That curveball too low. Apparently David Ross on a 7-game hitting streak, which probably would extend back to when we played them. Could be wrong about that though. Anyway, Ross with a 2-2 count. And that is going to not... Yep, that will get down. Kester jumped. I thought he might have it, but instead an RBI single puts the Reds up 2-0. Thomas Perez at the plate with runners on the corners. All this happening with 2 outs. Jonathan not able to wiggle out of this one. Has an 0-2 count on Perez. Swing and a miss. That'll get the Squirrels out of the inning, but they now trail 2-0 as we move on to the 7th. Zach due to lead off the inning. Right, Zach is 0 for 2 today. That average right on the Mendoza line. And he'll look at a ball. Hits this one into center field. Shao should have a play, and he does. That'll bring Miyake, who has struck out in both at-bats so far, swinging and looking. Well, I think that order might have been reversed, but in any case, swings and misses at the first pitch here. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Martinez has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. This time I did get it in the right order. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. The Reds leading 2-0. And they'll have Bronson Arroyo's spot leading off on the other side of the break. we are going to make a pitching change, but I'm going to take a quick break here. Be right back with you guys. Okay, we are back. Not that you probably noticed any real change. Let's see. We had Jonathan pitching, so we're going to send Gonzalez in there. Try to keep things where they are, although his spot in the batting order is going to come up, so he should only get the 1 inning. Although who knows, maybe the bats will come alive and we'll want to go to Hermida anyway. Bronson Arroyo at the plate, takes strike 1. Apparently he is now 2 for 4 on the year. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Grounds this one to third. Chief throws over. 1 down. Do not blame the Reds one bit for keeping Arroyo in there, for the record. Norris Hopper now at the plate, takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. This one just outside, 1-2. Gonzalez tries again. This time gets a swing and a miss, 2 down. Shao with the base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at a fastball in the dirt. And that one outside. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 2-2. Well, it goes for the changeup and is going to get a weak pop-up into very shallow right. Phil just fast enough to get over there and make the play. Still a 2-0 Reds lead as we go into the 8th. Phil is going to lead things off. He has struck out and ground out so far today, now hitting .267, which for Phil's lifetime is still pretty darn good. I mean, honestly, if he had hit anything like he has the last couple of years, his first year, he'd probably still be the starting second baseman. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right. Send Tom in there as a pinch hitter, see if he can get anything going. He looks at a cutter for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Yeah, that curveball pretty wild. Fouled away. Still 1-2. Is this going to get down for a hit? It should, and it does. So Tom aboard, 1 on, 1 out. Kester got a hit in his last at-bat. Arroyo from the stretch hasn't had to do that too much today. Looks at strike 1. And this one down and in. Kester with another base hit, pretty similar to Tom's. That'll put 2 on with 1 out. Sweeney at the plate. Reds, if they haven't already, should probably get somebody throwing, and on cue, Arroyo wiping his brow. Foul ball into the middle deck makes it 0-2 on Sweeney. And a curveball too low. Sweeney's going to put this one into shallow center. Here comes Tom to score the first Squirrels run of the game. Cuts the lead to 2-1. Chief at the plate. Arroyo still out there, only 1 out. So Squirrels very much in position to try to get this game, though. Oh, well, actually, Arroyo has a pain in his elbow. That'll end his day, I'm sure. So, to try to get out of this inning, the Reds will turn to Reinecker. John Reinecker. I don't really remember this guy in reality. I feel like I might have said that exact same phrase the last time we played the Reds. Anyway, Chief 2 for 3 today. Puts this one, infield fly. Derek Lee's going to go ahead and catch it. So 2 down. It's going to be up to Quinton, now batting right-handed, to try to get that tying run in. Takes a high strike. Pops this one up. That's not going to be deep enough. Phillips makes the play, and the Reds keep their lead, though now cut to 2-1. Derek Lee is going to lead things off for the Reds. We don't usually have to go in this situation. Let's throw Nakai out there. Thought about Johnston, but maybe I should have kept with the right-hander since these guys faced a left-handed pitcher earlier, but decision's made now, so here we go. Derek Lee, 2 for 3 today, looks at a strike. That fastball outside. That changeup doesn't do anything, stays high, 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. There's a better changeup and gets the swing and a miss. 1 down. Adam Dunn, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Puts this one into center field rather, for a single. 1 on, 1 out. Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 3 today. Looks at a strike. And that fastball up and in. All heat out of Nakai so far. 2-1 the count. Stays with that fastball. Gets the call up in the zone. 2-2. Finally throws a breaking ball, and this should be a double play. Yes, it is. That keeps the score at 2-1 as we go into the 9th inning. Squirrels will send Zach up to the plate to try to get that last run back. Reds will turn to Frankie Cordero. See if he can nail down the save. Zach 0 for 3 today, average down to 196. Looks at strike 1. This one's going to be foul. Stayed foul the whole way. 0-2. Called strike 3. Miyake has struck out in all 3 at-bats today. Does not strike out in this one, but cannot get a hit. Shao comes in and makes the play. I was afraid off of his bat he'd hit it too hard. Martinez also has struck out all 3 times so far today. Take strike 1, take strike 2. Reds 1 strike away. Instead they get a ground ball, and it gets through the left side. So there is some hope here. Phil at the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. Tying run on first, 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. This one, that's going to get through for a base hit into center. Here comes a pitcher spot. We'll turn to Marvin to see if he can maybe get this run in. All right, runners on first and second, 2 outs. Marvin pops the first pitch up. Derek Lee waiting just in foul ground, and that is the ball game. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 1, Cincinnati Reds 2. Was a good game, though. Can't fault that at all. Bronson Arroyo really pitched like a stud out there. It's too bad his elbow gave out before he could get through the inning. Derek Lee with the first RBI. I believe it was Adam Dunn with the second. Or no, Dunn didn't get a hit. Who did hit that second? Oh, it was David Ross. David Ross got the other RBI. All right. Derek Lee and Frankie Cordero, your co-players of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We'll have a regular lineup back in the game tomorrow, back here in Cincinnati. We'll see you then.